All right, you plebeians, it's your boy Neo with the Balding Plebs, and tonight we're taking a look at the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection on limited run games, and specifically we're going to be taking a look at the Collector's Edition now. A lot of you in the past have heard me kind of chastise Mortal Kombat for, in fact, being the same old shit. Now, the thing about this collection is, I think it shows a lot of my viewers what I grew up with, right? So a lot of people, I see them getting super hyped for like Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat, 10 or 11 or whatever it is, right? Mortal Kombat Southeast whip your ass, I see them getting hyped for that, and I think, man, I was playing this, 25, 30 years ago. I was playing Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Genesis with my mom when she accidentally ripped my body in half playing as Johnny Cage. So I remember those days, right? I remember those days of playing this. I remember those days of Mortal Kombat's glory days. And when we didn't have anything else, right? We didn't have any other games to play. So what did we do? We threw in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and we had 20 or 30 different characters to play as and master fatalities, brutalities, babalities, animalities. And I remember playing as Cabal, and I actually didn't show mercy, and I still did his, I forget exactly how I did it, but I still did his, I think he turns into a bull, I want to say, or a rhino, something like that. I forget which animal he turns into, but I remember doing his animality on accident against my brother, and then we had to go and call my uncle, and like here I am, like some fucking like 9-year-old or 10-year-old kid, all giddy and excited about it. You killed him, yeah, So I remember those times, and those are good times, right? So to me, when I look at the newer games, I'm like, yeah, I did this shit already. Not interested, Oh, I play online, bro. I kick ass online, bro. Okay, I'll just fireball you till you can't walk. And so anyway, the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, in fact, it is a collection of earlier Mortal Kombat games from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. There's other titles in there. Digital Eclipse's Interactive's documentary format explores how Mortal Kombat changed the way society perceived video games by using digitized humans as player sprites in an over-the-top martial arts fighter. The game thrilled players, shocked critics, and laid the foundation for a franchise that has thrived for over 30 years. Now, cool and everything, and you get a nice variety of games in this collection from what I see and from what I've read. But let's take a look at the collector's edition. So the standard's going to be $49.99. Now, for an additional $100, you get a premium collector's box numbered. Now, normally I don't give value to the collector's box, but since it's numbered, I will put $10 value on that limited collectability. And then my only question is it limited to a certain number? It says individually numbered, but individually numbered to what? Would be, I think, my biggest collection. Okay, that'd be my biggest question. You get a commemorative arcade token with acrylic stand. I can't get too excited about that, guys. It's a coin. Okay. Scorpion and Sub-Zero pin set. I like this. I also like the hardcover art and lore book. I think this is really interesting. And I think as a Mortal Kombat fan, I think it's something that you would look forward to having in your collection. And you have a Goro controller holder. Now, we've got these 4 things here mainly to get us to $100. So let's see. I would give $25 for that art book. I know it's crazy coming from me, but in this case, with the storied history of this franchise and with everything that goes into this franchise, I would actually give that little bit extra value there. Where normally I do like $10 to $15, I would do $25 on that. The pin set, I would be 10 to 15. So, that puts us at like roughly like $40 right now maximum. The coin, guys, it's really hard for me to get a boner over a coin. It's like Lynn and Ricky say, $5 to $7 maximum. Again, it's a nice part of the collection, but it's kind of overrated. It doesn't seem like it's anything that would blow my mind. You know what I mean? Now, if I could take this coin to like a convention somewhere and get a play on a massive arcade game, well, now all of a sudden I might be a little bit more excited. Like I said, guys, again, probably like $10 on the box and packaging since it's numbered. But there's something I want to check out quick. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Collector's Edition Limited Run. How many Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection Collector's Editions are being made? 3 physical editions, standard, deluxe, and collector's. Limited games, premium package. Yeah, but I asked how many are being made. Again, we're just going to take a look at IGN, see if they have details on how many are being made. Here we go. Nobody can tell me how many of these are actually being made. So they're numbered. I understand that they're numbered, but my question then becomes, they're numbered to what? I like the fact that they're limited. I like the fact, anytime you have like collectability behind something like that, that intrigues me automatically. So let's just go through it again. I guess I would do 10, I would do 5, so that's 15. I would do another 10 to 15, so we'll just call that 25. We'll call that 25. There's 50 right there. And you could even get 55 if you gave the extra money on the pins. Could I do 45 for the controller holder? Yeah, I mean, look at my controllers right now are just all sitting on my desk. It'd be nice to have a controller holder for them. I wouldn't blame you if you spent 35 to 50 bucks on a controller holder to have a themed controller holder. I think it's fine. I think for 150 bucks, this collector's edition is the bare minimum to get you there. I don't think it's anything special. I don't think it's anything mind-blowing, but I don't think it's bad, right? Some of the collector's editions, guys, some of the collector's editions we've looked at have been absolute garbage. You guys know this. It's been a thing forever. This one's not bad. I'd like to get your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you guys enjoyed the return to breakdown and reviews here. And we're going to talk to you plebeians right here next time.